Ready. Blue lady.
Mike 5-4. Defense wins championship, baby.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a good shot.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike 5-4.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, Walt. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. 54. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Man, I got you. I got you.
Now Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Ready. Blue ready.
Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Get your money. Get your money.
Watch the eye.
Go. Switch.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Jim.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Dalvin Cook turned away on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Winston and the Bucs take over now, first and 10 at their own 26. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ready? Black 25. Check. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude. Set.
On first and 10, Winston. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check line 54. Line 54. It's just me and you. It's just easy.
On play action, Winston. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On third down, Winston. And he's got Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Jameis to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 54. Go. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 25. Check 25.
Third and long for Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, and he's got him. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Jameis now on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Come on, set. 70 ending. 40, Mike, 40. Quarterback up. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give him 6 yards in the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable. Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch. Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw is Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball, outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Winston now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Easy. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Focus, defense, focus. 57 to Mike.
Green, come team.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 2. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We own them. Anyway, we own them.
Out. Pick that.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball right here.
They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. Defense. Go. Come on. Sunday.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Buying time to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready. 54. Let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 54. Come on. Check. Watch 54. Nice, sweetheart. Mike,
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Final play of the half here. Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scott Miller, as time expires in the first half, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. Tighten up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Let's go, G.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Give to Cook out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 4.
2nd and 6. Got a man open in Sutton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 34-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
56. Bengals 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 15. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Well, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Zoom, zoom.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Ready?
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Bucs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Stay with your man.
They'll set up a throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Cook. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We play to win. Let's go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Winston here to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mike 54 all day, dog.
Alert. White. Alert 3. Right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jameis to throw it. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that